New York City, October 11, 2006. World-renowned luxury auction house Christie's accepts bids on high-carat gemstones and jewelry. Among the lots is one ornate necklace featuring an immense black diamond with a truly sinister reputation. It's known as both the Black Orlov and the Eye of Brahma.
This diamond has been incredibly valuable throughout its known history for different reasons. There's the size. The Eye of Brahma, or the Black Orlov, is a 67.4 carat, enormous cushion-cut black diamond, which is big. And it's in a necklace surrounded by a garland of laurel leaves made of diamonds on a long necklace of white diamonds. It's a gorgeous piece of jewelry, and it was sold to a private collector for, I think, somewhere around $350,000. Because if your diamond is cursed, it's worth a lot more money.
According to legend, this remarkable stone was nearly 3 times its current size, weighing 195 carats. It was housed in an ancient temple in Pondicherry, India, and set with reverence into a sacred statue of Brahma, the Hindu god of creation.
The Eye of Brahma started life as part of a statue of Brahma, and it is said, according to legend, that a Hindu monk stole the eye, and for this was cursed. Not only was he cursed, allegedly he was murdered shortly after committing his crime, but subsequent owners of the gem also met terrible fates.
In 1932, the diamond was bought by a famous diamond collector and gem dealer named J.W. Paris. A few days later, he wrote 2 suicide notes, went to the top of a very tall skyscraper in New York, and threw himself off. Where it turns up next is in Russia, with a princess named Nadia Vigen Orlov. Allegedly, she took it with her when she fled the Bolshevik Revolution, and then, once she was safe and sound, threw herself off a building. And no one knows why she did it. The diamond was sold to another Russian princess, and shortly thereafter, if you can believe it, she went to the top of a very tall skyscraper and threw herself off. And that's a part of the curse that's so creepy.
Is there truly a deadly curse placed upon this black diamond? While much of its legend remains impossible to verify, many believe that stories surrounding cursed gemstones such as the Eye of Brahma are nothing more than marvelous myths.
There are practical reasons for claiming that a gem is cursed. If you say that a gem is cursed, it increases the mystique of the stone. It increases the publicity around it. It increases the sale value of the gem. So there are certainly reasons to claim that your stone is cursed, particularly if you want to increase the sale value.
There were other extraordinary gemstones that were believed to bring bad luck with them. One of these was the Hope diamond. This beautiful blue diamond that at one point belonged to the French royal family, who were then all guillotined. So it feels as though tragedy and drama and death follows these gems around. But of course, the reality is that only somebody super powerful, super wealthy, super rich, super influential could ever own something as precious. And if you inhabit that sphere of human life, then you are likely to bring trouble to your own door.
There have been various cursed gems in history. The Kohinoor diamond actually originated in India, and it was owned by various rulers in the East who suffered terrible misfortune, but then found its way into the hands of the royal family in Britain. Now, the royal family have been very careful in how they've handled the Kohinoor. It's not worn by the king or the queen. It's worn by the queen consort, so not the ruler, and that's how the royal family have tried to circumvent the curse.
So, what is really going on here? Are the misfortunes suffered by owners of rare gems purely coincidental? Or can precious jewels become imbued with dark forces beyond our understanding?
One interesting factor with respect to the idea of a cursed gemstone is the idea that crystals of all kinds can, in some way, contain and release subtle energies. With respect to a cursed gemstone, the idea is that there's a kind of dark energy inside them. It's still a very, very popular belief all around the world and in lots of different places.
Is it a psychological phenomenon? It's the opposite of the power of positive thinking, right? Now we're talking about the power of negative thinking, which is just as effective. They call this the nocebo effect. Nocebo effects are the idea that if you believe that misfortune is going to come to you, if you believe you are cursed, in essence, you can actually make yourself cursed, either through only focusing on the bad things happening to you or actually causing bad things to happen to you.